What's up, guys? Extract Podcast crew here. I'm Jordan, joined by
Jeff.
And to my right,
Grip.
your left. We don't know this. We're new to this whole video thing. This is something we're trying because we know that it's a visual medium now, so we want to tie in the visual with the audio stuff. And we figured, what better day to do it than the announcement of the Nintendo Switch. So I'm sure most of you have seen this video by now. It wasn't really a, I don't know, I wouldn't call it like your traditional tech type piece. It was really, I don't know, a teaser really is how Nintendo laid it out before they played it. And that's sort of really what it was to me anyway. It was more like a movie trailer than anything else. We saw a little bit of footage of a few different people and the different ways you can use the Switch, which I thought were really cool. As we sort of suspected, it is a hybrid mobile and home console unit, right. Which Jeff had mentioned before in previous episodes of the cast, so kudos to you for nailing that one on the head. So if you haven't seen the video for some reason because you're insane and don't live on the internet like the rest of us, it looks like a smaller handheld screen, sort of imagine like a 7-inch tablet, if you will. And then there are two controller pieces that sort of remind me of the Nunchuck and the Wiimote with, but more controller shaped, I guess.
They're called grips.
Yeah, no, that works out well for you. So the two grips, they can be used a bunch of different ways. They can snap together on their own to form a controller. They can snap together to the sides of the mobile screen to form a mobile, new fancy ass DS basically. And you can also use them to play games on the smaller screen, and when it's docked in your Switch dock, I guess is what they're going to call it. Right. You can use that to play on the big screen. So, without ruining too much, get out there and see the video if you haven't. I just want to, real quick, get into everybody's reactions. Jeff, what'd you think? I know you're huge on this.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I saw that lined up with this, and a lot of the announcement people, Emily Rogers and different places like that, were saying that this is what was coming.
Right.
So I've been hesitating to believe it, but now it's here, and I'm hyped.
Yeah, the video definitely got me hyped. How about you?
Man, I really like how they kind of took what a lot of people, I feel, were upset about with the Wii U, how you couldn't leave your home TV set. You can kind of take it wherever you go. And they've always had a lot of success with the handheld market, so they're taking both of their kind of realms and merging them into one. And I think the really dynamic control schemes and the way you can kind of use all these different devices in different ways, like you can use some of the grip sideways and a lot of different things going on. So I think they're really pulling out all their stops, really.
One of the things that really caught my attention in the video is there's a part where there's two sort of teams of Splatoon players, and they're huddled around multiple Switch units, and it looks like they're all playing maybe even each other across two different Switch units mobily, which I'm sure it'll use the same technology that 3DS is used to let them communicate through infrared. I would be surprised if they didn't implement that same technology. Sort of the speculation right now is that that's actually how the grips will interface with the tablet, is through IR instead of through traditional mechanical means. So I'm really curious to get my hands on one and see how it works. Something else that really surprised me and got me thinking today is when I was reading all these different articles about the Switches. I read an article on, what was it? It was probably Kotaku or something like that. That Nintendo had merged its home console and mobile teams to come up with this console hybrid. So I'm really curious to see what the future of Nintendo handhelds is going forward here. If it's sort of the end of an era going into a new era, or how Nintendo plays it going forward.
I feel like it's an evolution.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I really think once we see sort of the horsepower under it, if everything is what they're thinking it's going to be, if it's got decent friend communication, I really think this could be Nintendo's sort of
killer app.
Yeah, their golden whatever.
Their golden grip.
Their golden grip. Yeah, I am super pumped. I usually don't try and get too hyped on these kind of things, but this one's got me really excited. Plus mobile Skyrim. What's not to love there?
Right.
Yeah, that's insane.
A mobile handheld that can run Skyrim at your frame rates that you want to play it at.
Right.
That and NBA 2016.
2K.
Nintendo has been missing those sports games, and now it looks like they're going to be getting those franchises back.
Third-party support, it's definitely going to be a big one. They made Nintendo made what's the word I'm looking for? They made it a point to tell everyone about all the third-party support that they're going to have for the Switch going forward. And it was just about damn near every major publisher I could think of was on that list.
Yeah.
Including the developers of the Dark Souls series, they're on there. That could be a big get for Nintendo. Of course, all the big players, the Konamis were there, the Squaresofts were there. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think this could be it. The other thing that's got me really hyped about this is that it is, in fact, going to use cartridges. And something I'm kind of speculating on is in the video, they look very similar to 3DS cartridges.
Yep.
I'm wondering if there's going to be some crossplay there as they kind of maybe phase out the DS family of handhelds. So who knows? We'll just have to see going forward.
Time will tell.
Yeah. So just real quick, final reactions. How pumped are you?
I am super hyped. I paused that video over and over again and poured over the details of the controllers and of the screens and everything. So, yeah, I know what's going on. I looked at the back of the controller. I looked at every little bit so I could tell what
You
is.
are hyped.
Yeah.
You are very hyped.
I am in it.
How about you, Grip, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say level 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really
Pretty good.
excited. I remember when they announced the Wii U, and I was all crazy about it. Never ended up jumping on the ship or a bandwagon, as it were. But
Yeah.
I think this one, they're really going to hit their stride and come back and hit those original Wii sales points.
I really feel like this is what they meant the Wii U to be.
Right.
I feel like they've done a really good job of hearing everyone's feedback from the Wii and Wii U and are really funneling it into something that has the potential to be just a major killer system for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in to our first video here. Just want to always remind you that you can catch our podcast every Wednesday. Currently we're on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/x-strike-podcast. You can find us on all our other social media accounts. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Now Twitch.
now Twitch, all at X Strike Podcast, all lowercase, all one word.
And YouTube?
And YouTube, maybe. Don't quote us yet. For now, this will probably just be a Facebook video, but we are going to be looking into that, so stay tuned. And as always, I've been your host, Jordan, joined by
Jeff,
Adam?
We'll see y'all next time.
we miss you, Brad.